Don Lemon has been in the news quite a bit lately. Stop it, Joy.
Are these handcuffs?
And we're so glad that he's here today, just to keep her in check. Please welcome back our friend Don Lemon.
Yes.
Thank you. Joy, it's merch. See the lemon, the socks.
You're selling
This is his
I'm
merch.
giving them to you as part of my merch.
I like it.
Yeah.
You're selling it.
But wait,
Yeah,
before we get
donlemon.com,
into before we do that, we got to tell people what went on in case you were, under a rock and didn't see.
Yeah.
In January, you were arrested and charged by the DOJ with 2 counts of criminal conspiracy against the right of religious freedom after you were reporting on a protest inside a Minnesota church. A few days after the protest, you were then in L.A.
I still got a problem with this, man. Anybody here go to church? When was the last time you were at a church and some reporters came in there with activists and interrupted your church service? That's against the law, fam. You don't do that. How can you then play victim when you get a warrant for it? They're just avoiding to deal with actually what happened at all.
Covering the Grammys, and they arrested you in your hotel.
Yeah.
Federal agents came and did it.
Yes.
Man, I got a problem with that, man. There are people that get arrested who have warrants, who get arrested at their wife's funeral, who get arrested at the daycare center dropping their child off. I mean, no one gives a shit about anybody's regular people. These privileged prima donna elites. This happens all the time.
So you see these guys coming at you. You're thinking, who is that?
Whoopi, I didn't see them coming.
You didn't see them coming.
I got on the elevator, you
Right.
turn and you hit the button, and as
Right.
I was hitting the button, someone grabbed me and I said, oh my God, I'm being mugged.
Right.
I thought I was being mugged, so I started, it was jostling, and I started
right.
pulling back.
Bullshit.
And they're like, we're federal agents, we're here to arrest you. I'm like, for what? Where's the warrant, right?
Yeah.
And so we had a bit of a struggle.
What you mean for what? See, this is how phony he is. Him and his lawyer were already trying to negotiate him turning himself in. So when they come and get you, how you gonna act like for what? I don't understand. I don't know what's happening. See, it's all bullshit, fam.
Because I wanted to see a warrant, they didn't have it.
They didn't have the
They
warrant?
didn't have it.
You know what it's for, though. You know what it's for. It was all over the news. You knew what it was for. Wasn't for open displays of indecent exposure. It's because of this.
So they went outside to get an FBI agent. They showed that he brought a picture of a warrant on the phone.
He brought a picture of a warrant.
Picture of the warrant.
Picture?
So now you can
Concept
go
of a
and arrest
warrant.
somebody and hold up a picture and say, so can we do can we as
Whoopi's always talking and don't know what she's talking about. And you can also display your insurance that way, Whoopi. You could also display your driver's license the same way. Yeah, it's 2026. This is common.
normal people say, hey, I'm an FBI agent, here's my warrant, you go into jail.
Wow.
Well, it's very similar to, what happened to some of the folks in Minneapolis
Yeah.
and beyond.
Yeah.
They had, instead of you having a judicial warrant, they had, I forget what they call it, another kind of warrant.
A faux warrant.
Administrative warrant, thank
A
you, Sonny. Leave it to-
ChatGPT mocked up one.
Yeah, so look, mine was real apparently,
Right.
but here's the thing. When I heard Todd Blanche and Pam Bondi and others talking about this, I got an attorney.
Right.
And my attorney emailed them and said, hey, if you guys are serious, let's do this right.
Yeah.
He'll turn himself in.
Yeah.
They call it self-report.
They didn't want to do that.
Didn't respond.
No.
I think they did it once. He did it once, maybe twice, but they
See my point? So if you already knew this, you were negotiating getting turned in. It may be inconvenient. They may be assholes. And I'm not saying they're not when they come get you. But then how'd you act like you didn't know if it was them coming to get you? See, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. And you're sitting at the table and you can hear Don lying, not making any sense. And we just let it go because, well, it's Don. He's a Democrat. So we allow him to lie to us, to gaslight us as if he was afraid and didn't know what was happening. He thought, so it's feeding into this whole thing. That ICE, nobody knows is ICE. It could be anybody. It could be the cartel trying to kidnap the undocumented person. They have no way of even knowing who the officer was. It's feeding into that same bullshit. You know? That's all.
did not respond.
Yeah.
And they sent, I don't know, 12, 15, maybe 20
People.
agents.
Right.
It's a waste of taxpayer
The more
dollars.
expensive
Because
option. And the more theatrical.
He cares about taxpayer money. Me too, Me too, Don. All of a sudden, Don cares about taxpayer money. Hey, Don, did you care about all the taxpayer money spent on undocumented people? No, you don't care. Why now you care about how many officers came and got you? Come on, man. It's a waste of taxpayer money. All gaslighting, all theatrics, all bullshit.
All they had to do was, hey, Mr. Lemon, turn yourself in. Okay, where do I go? What's the address? I'll be there in however many minutes.
And federal prosecutors do that, and the Justice Department does that to send a message and to intimidate and to harass. And it's
Can I
unfortunate,
tell you,
my
Sonny?
friend, that you went through that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Sonny, I've been leaning on Sonny for counsel just as a friend. No legal stuff, but just as a friend.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. They do it because they want to embarrass people, because they did it with everyone. They want to embarrass you. They want.
Yeah, they had to throw that in there, no legal counsel. That's how they got Chris Cuomo. Because Chris Cuomo was helping his brother when his brother was going through the legal investigation, and CNN let him go over that. So that's why Don had all that to walk that back. Oh. She's not actually helping me. She's my friend. So basically, I can say anything, and she's going to stick up for me. It's the same thing here. But now she wasn't helping me.
Yeah. But as my friend, who is also an attorney, said that they gave you the N-word treatment.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that is correct. Well, let me ask you this, Don.
You know, and there we go. That's the part I wanted to get to. That's right, folks. Don said he got the N-word treatment because he got arrested. Well, I want you to know, for the record, there are a lot of N-words. A lot of people getting the N-word treatment every day that aren't Don Lemon. Yeah. Lots of people are getting the N-word treatment. America is the mass incarcerator of the Western world. We still hold the record, Don. And guess what? You weren't even held overnight. Yeah, you were held for 2 seconds? What is this? Did he even go to jail? I don't even think he even went to jail. He was in a holding cell. He got processed and set in a holding cell. He didn't even go to Gym Pop. He wasn't even given a cell. And this guy's complaining. He's on The View saying he got the N-word treatment. I don't think you know what the N-word treatment is. And see what I'm saying, fam? That's how disgusting it is, how they love to unpack blackness, put it on for a second, claim that they are victims, claim our struggles, claim our issues that we've had to deal with, and then take it off and go right back to party at the Met Gala. Him and Tim is bullshit and it's disrespectful. It really is. First of all, Don is only in this situation because he was performing, because he was being theatrical, because he did the wrong thing. That's the reason why he's even in this. He wasn't at home chilling, minding his business, being Don while black, minding his business, and this happened. No, it happened because he was part of a group of people that went into a church uninvited, doing a service, and interrupted it. That's what just happened. He wasn't driving a car at the speed limit and the cops messed with him. You know, he didn't have a mental episode and somebody in his family called the cops to calm him down and they ended up shooting him. He wasn't selling CDs or loose cigarettes and they escalated it and took his life. Nah, Don was doing this for publicity with that chick from Minnesota, whatever her name is, I forget her name. That sister from Minnesota that wants credit for the horrible Target boycotts, that theatrical BS. Nah, man. You got what you wanted. It paid off for you. Now, for some reason, now we all got to look at Don, be a part. Now he's even talking about running for office. Now he wants to do a Stephen A. Smith. This is what we're dealing with. And now this sucker, I can use other words. And now this dude is talking about he got the N-word. And now Don is talking about he got the N-word treatment. Well, as an N-word, I have a problem not only with you using the N-word, but also with you saying you got the treatment of N-words. You got the treatment of an elitist, pampered-ass, lying-ass propagandist. That's what you got the treatment of. I think we're done here, Johnson. Yeah, I'm done. I don't want to get loud and get angry and all that. It's unnecessary. You know, it's late. It's almost 2 a.m. I've been live streaming for a long time tonight. It's good. We're almost at 2 hours and 30 minutes. But you guys feel my situation here with Don Lemon. It's just that I know the range of people that are going to call this out are going to be very slim. It's only going to be, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, the worst part about being aware of the hypocrisies and the lies and the false narratives of liberal corporate media is you can't reach enough people to really do damage. Like if I could just reach more people to tell them, hey, stop listening to Don. Don is full of shit. If I could reach more people to tell that, I feel a lot better. I don't have to become rich by doing that. But just the fact that I would be more effective, that I can feel like I'm making a difference, that less people are buying it. This guy who brought all this on himself for no reason other than publicity is now saying he got the same treatment that Tamir Rice got, that Philando Castile got, that Sonya Massey got, that Breonna Taylor got, that Deontay got. You know? He didn't. That John Crawford got. He did not. That Eric Garner got. He did not. That's it. Perfect example. Perfect example. Freddie Gray. And it was stories like Freddie Gray. To this day, I believe they broke his back when they were arresting him. When they put him in the truck, he was already with a broken back. That's what I believe. And the fact those cops got off, and if you don't see that that's an insult, hell, I've covered white guys who got more of the N-word treatment than Don Lemon. I covered stories of Latino kids who got more of the N-word treatment than Don Lemon. And now he says, a friend of mine said I got the N-word treatment. What friend? Who said that shit? And why are you repeating it? I think you're a liar, Don. I already know you're a bad person. You're a liar too. And this is who? Godfrey has been kissing his ass. John Lemon's this, he's great, he's amazing. He's full of shit, just like you, Godfrey. And yes, I'm staying on your ass. Pause.
Catch Tim Black live on the most dangerous show in America. Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Don't miss out on the real. Stay dangerous.